I think when I was at the University of Notre Dame, and I had been around sports a lot and I loved it, and I was also kind of a ham. And so I like performing, and I was thinking, how do I put those two things together? So at the time, I decided that my dream was to be a sports journalist. I didn't realize that no women were really doing it at the time.
You were the first one on CNN.
Yeah, I didn't realize how difficult that was going to be, and it was extremely challenging. But at the same time, um, you know, if your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. That's a sign I saw once on Danica Patrick's wall in her house, and I like the whole sentiment of that, like pushing yourself to do things that are unknown, that maybe you're not even sure how you're going to get there, but you got to keep those dreams and hang on to it, and then we're here today, right?
Oh, that's incredible, and your success is so evident. But aside from journalism, you're even a film director. And Rowdy came out yesterday. It was the premiere was yesterday, right?
Yeah.
So I watched like a little documentary on him, and I have not seen it, but I cannot wait to see it. Tell me, was there like a certain moment or a scene in this that just really captures you?
I really like the scenes with his parents, particularly the scene with his father, who, after the U.S. Olympic boycott of the games in Moscow, he was going to retire after college, and his dad was like, listen, it's only 3 more years. You have the rest of your life. Like, you're going to look at the rings, and you're going to hear the music, and you're going to, you're never going to be able to reconcile it if you don't just try. And I just thought that was great. I think parents can be so impactful, and I love that scene. It was really simple, but it was really sweet. And here they are all these years later, and it was a life-changing conversation.
So I read something where he was in the hospital for 4 or 5 months, and I know he's a good friend of yours as well.
Right.
And then he got out, and the first day out, he went swimming before even going home. That's incredible to me.
Yeah, he had Guillain-Barré syndrome, which is very rare, and lost 40 pounds and was really on the verge of being hooked up to a machine so he could even breathe. And very perilously close to dying. I mean, it was really awful. His entire nervous system shut down. But he fought through it and was able to start swimming as kind of a way to fight his way back to health. And a year later, he was breaking Masters world records. So he really does believe that swimming changed his life.
How does he feel about this film that came out about him?
Oh, he loves it. He cries all the time, Yeah, I think it's been kind of overwhelming for him. I think when somebody puts your life out there on film, especially in such a caring way, and so many people say, hey, you inspire me. I just think for him, it's been incredible. And I'm really happy because he has kids and grandchildren, and they'll always see it, and they'll always have this and know who he is and what kind of impact he's had.
Thank you so much for talking to us. Have a great rest of your evening.
Thank you. Great to talk to another.
Yeah, great.
Great job.